Everything that's happening to you is God is processing. Every difficult moment you're having, He just processing you. That's all He doing. Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for.
Code.
Blade taking off, I'm afraid of the view. The higher that I go, the more fear fuse do. Bags looking heavy, suitcase it got the flu. From the hood to the clouds, I'm breaking rules. Late night in the trenches, and the memes have me laughing. Charts look like Vegas, hustle more than it's a passion. Block to the blockchain, different action. Cut from the cloth, they can't even see this fashion. UFC flow seats, that's the technique. Jiu-jitsu with the grind, every move unique. I was boxing through the pain, every punch hit deep. Yeah, I'm feeling dangerous, they don't wanna see me. Suit tailor real sharp, I've invested in myself. These the macro events, generational wealth. Video edits on point, added tools to my belt. Built the empire with the cards I was dealt. Overcoming doubts like it's written in my fate. Crypto made a bridge, now I'm walking through the gate. Airplane windows reflecting on mistakes. Looking down on the world, what am I create? History, my teacher, every chapter's a spark. Rome to the Renaissance, light to the dark. Leading like Napoleon, the leaves left a mark. Hood to the stars, yeah, I'm playing this smart. Feel the hypes, yeah, I'm living out my dreams. Flip the script, now I'm stacking all these streams. Hustle unique, I just cut all extremes. Turning the struggle from the gold to the themes. Basketball game, floor seats like a king. Research at night, knowledge sharp like a ring. Macro understanding, every move got a swing. They doubted all my whys, now they can't say a thing. They can't say a thing. Future flow like summer, day to spring. This a scary movie, I'm the thing. Know the location, so what's the ping?
Hold on. All right. Let me get my screen up in here. What y'all on? What it do, Colton? What it do? Y'all can hear me. Just making sure y'all can hear me. Let me share my screen real quick. It is Sunday, fun day. Usually the last day of the working week, but you know, I usually use Sundays as a day of preparation, right? Proper preparation prevents a piss poor performance. That's what I was always taught. All right, let's bring in some of the screens here, and get into some of these comments. It's your boy Millie back with another one. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. Wow, I haven't said that in a lot. I haven't said that in a while. That was fire. Oh, you like that, Carlton? You like that, Carlton? You feel me? That was yours truly. You know, I had to throw one of my old school bars, right? I dropped that song like in the heights of the last bull cycle, and then everything crashed, right? Trump dropped the meme coin. I started making music, and then everything crashed. So like never again. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, if I start dropping music, that shit get bearish. Alright, Fin says, let's go. Let's fucking go. What if? Let's go, man. Let's go. Alright, so let's get into the actual market today. I think I gotta put together my report. So usually on Sundays in the Patreon, what I do is I do an edition and report where we're identifying constraints and finding solutions and just properly preparing through positions. Now, this week, I did do a lot of DCAing. I did do a lot of DCAing this week. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. And then most of my DCAing was on utility, more so convictional plays, right? Tailored around the future of where humanity is headed. I think that's important to note. I notice a lot of people who are in crypto and been in crypto over the years still have this mentality and feel the need to kind of like hold on to cryptocurrencies that just aren't performing, right? Sometimes it's okay to pivot, right? One of the pivots that I made changed my life. So I've always talked about this story. I'm not really going to get into it, but again, guys, if you are building a portfolio, it's not only about buying the crypto. That's one thing, but understanding what you're buying. I've always heard this one term throughout crypto. I think it's more of a statement. If you don't understand it, don't buy it. Now, when I was new into crypto, I didn't really understand what that meant. But the longer you be in crypto, you gain this experience and the savviness with investing. Of course, this is not financial advice, but again, never buy what you do not understand. That is a real freaking statement. Maybe I can't explain why it is, but it is. Sinku, what's up? OG, salute to my OGs. A little underway, a little bit of congestion. Bear with me. Did you see actor Ben McKenzie celebrating the Clarity Act? Well, Ben, there are some people that believe that the Clarity Act is bad for crypto. So for me, it's not really okay. You know what I mean? I'm not really against it because I do understand it brings this level of trust and value from a stable coin perspective. And also from a psychological perspective, it's like, I rub your back, you rub my back. I don't know if you've seen that post that I made on X where Tether has been using most of their yield to buy hard assets. So stable coins are going to be huge. Maybe we don't get it past this time around. But on the flip side, the positive, right? It kind of steps us away from taking that next step into CBDCs, right? A high level of surveillance. Do we really want stable coins being one-in-one tied and converted to T-bills and this level of surveillance from a digital perspective, since everything is moving in this digital world? You would think that these stable coins and then everybody minting a stable coin would push us into this world where we are just severely exposed from a financial perspective. So on the flip side, okay, we don't get it past. Crypto's been doing well without it. It would have probably ended up being a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And at the end of the day, we already got a lot of suits and ties in crypto. Do we really want more? I don't know. But I think at some point it does get past. I am paying attention to the stable coin and the TVL correlation there. Are stable coins being sold off into actual cash or hard assets like gold, or are stable coins being sold off back into the cryptocurrency market? So we'll continue to pay attention to these metrics like DEX value, metrics like ETF inflows and things of that sort. Can you please look at Pete? Can you touch on what if? Yeah, I actually got the what if chart pulled up here on the 4-hour. So we got 58 people watching this right now on GMGN, and hey, what if it's doing exactly what I said it was going to do? All right, I mentioned this in the last stream. That's actually the last time I actually made a video on YouTube. Sometimes I just get a lot, involved with what's going on in real life, but neither here nor there. I did mention that the 618 here was going to serve as resistance, and it pretty much has performed exactly like I expected. Right, this is going to be a big psychological number because just like the 618 can serve as support, and there's a huge reference from a TA perspective, it also can serve as strong resistance. So hypothetically speaking, what we're looking for here is just a reclaim of 17 million, right around 18 million. That for me would be a bullish reclaim and also put us in the realm of a higher high. So you're looking for a higher high, you're looking for a higher low where we can ride this trend line. My mind here tells me that there's a good chance that we do. Again, this is the 4-hour chart. I could go to a lower time frame here as well, and you can see that we're right below that. And also, I would also take a little bit of a look at the volume here, but for the sake of the video, not to spend too much time here. You got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 wick candles here, which tells me that this is being defended as support, and that's what you really want. The bearish, or should I say invalidation thesis, because I think I've been pretty consistent with my invalidation thesis on this channel and on these live streams. The invalidation thesis would be a rejection again at the, I like to call this the 4-hour moving average, and also the VWAP. So basically, you do not want a lower low here. If you get a lower low here, there's a good chance that this goes lower. All right, so right now, this is looking like it could be a higher low, which is bullish. All right, just hold it, just in short, holding this trend line. We break this trend line and it turns into resistance. It's a good chance that this goes lower and retests this little structure here, which is the excuse me, last. Hold on, let me drink some water. God dang. The last bit of this structure here, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing. Outside of that, I pay attention to the metrics, growth, holder count still growing, top 10 concentration still decreasing, and for the most part, the community is pretty much still active. So these are good things. To compare it to what happened with Cash Cat hung around at the floors for a while. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. My bad, gang. That was bad. I had real quick and go get some water. We gotta find. Let's see here, Cash Cat. Oh, Cash Cat. I want to see how many days that it. 1 second. I'm getting it pulled up here. So for me, that'd be kind of like the telling story. God dang, bro. Did my internet reset? Sheesh, it just did some weird. My bad, y'all. If yeah, it's hard really to like like these meme coins and these community coins. All right, so this is what I want to show y'all. But let's actually see how many days this was that we just went sideways on Cash Cat before we seen the next real explosion, right? The real explosion with conviction. All right, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, almost about 2.5 weeks. So it took Cash Cat about 2.5 weeks really to like rinse the weekends, early investors, kind of build up that momentum and accumulation maybe for exchanges. I would think that the whole time that early investors were getting out, exchanges were loading up. We've seen this get listed on crypto.com and Robinhood chain in the same week. Um Transaction volume and just the TXs in general. Because if that starts to decrease as well, then there's a good chance that a lot of the Robinhood memes, not named Cash Cat, because Cash Cat has like Robinhood support. That's a little bit different. You know, this thing dropped to 90 million and now it's 135. Now, by the way, I bought Cash Cat on crypto.com and I didn't even put that much money in it. Like I had like 40 bucks just sitting around, right? I put the money in there and now that 30, 40 bucks is like worth like 120 and like 120, 130 dollars. Not much, right? But this is around the time that I just was like, I'm just gonna buy Cash Cat. It's on crypto.com, whatever. I got this little extra money. Right. I wish I would have went in with size now that I look at it. But yeah. So if we're comparing this to the rise and fall of Cash Cat, so 2.5 weeks, 2.5 week time frame, because it's going to take time, right? Every time we rally, those early investors take more profits, right? And then you got to think about the market making aspect, right? Because they're riding this thing up with the momentum, whether the momentum be to the upside or to the downside. Market makers make money on both directions. All right, so you just think about that as well. So like I would just be patient. I would pay attention to the metrics that I just mentioned, like holder count growth. Is volume on Robinhood chain decreasing or increasing again? Because if it starts increasing again, you see them bars by the day increasing, it's a good chance a lot of that is going to flow into the what if token. It's a pretty big thing right now on Robinhood chain. Like everybody knows it. So it's one of those tokens, and I think Archie made a good point, that when these what if whales start to take profits, and they will, let's say when these Cash Cat whales, let's say Cash Cat runs to $1 billion, right? When the Cash Cat whales look to take profits, they'll roll their profits into the next best community that chart looks like it's already, found its bottom. And I feel like that'll be the perfect, like, rotation from Cash Cat to what if. Another thing is I've noticed that now, and this is just from personal research, by the way, but some of the same whales from what if actually hold Cash Cat. Like when what if was selling off, a lot of those bigger whales were buying Cash Cat like at 40 million, like 30, 40 million before it ran. And I was sitting here watching this shit in real time. And then I had a conversation with one of the guys in the Patreon, and he was just like, I'm not going to say what the conversation was. It was a conversation. So I'm watching this, right? And the same thing is happening now. I'm seeing a lot of those same wallets that just made this 4x, 5x, or whatever it was with Cash Cat. They're also starting to DCA and pick their spots in what if as well. So there is a correlation. Believe it or not, there is a correlation between the Cash Cat whales and also the what if whales. And I've seen it personally from personal research. Y'all already know I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, ain't gonna BS y'all. I'm telling y'all this, it's because I've researched it. Appreciate the $5. Crash? I don't think anything crashed. Yeah, I fixed the audio. I had to go get some water. My bad. I kind of muted the audio and went to go get some water real quick. We got 46 people in here, guys. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe. So yeah, I had to get some water out, but I'm better now. I'm good now. I had one of the cases of like that the dry throat. Like I had to, just had to go get some water. That's much better. All right. So that's kind of like my time frame. And if it pumps before the 2 weeks, fine. And I'm not saying that my time frame is the end all be all, right? I have been eerily correct so far, but that doesn't mean that's bearish, right? Remember, when I'm speaking of these things, I'm also looking from a contrarian lens. So you never know what I'm doing. You never know if I could possibly be buying a dip. I've been talking about DCAing. I've been talking about buying a dip, right? So you just never know what I'm doing and how I'm looking at it, because just because I'm saying, hey, this time frame can play out, we just seen it play out with Cash Cat and people that swept the floor are in profits. Yeah, it is on fire. I've been trenching here and there. I'll drop some things that I see in the Patreon, but Robinhood chain has been on fire. Another chain that has been on fire is Bittensor. So if you're in the subnets, then you already know subnets on fire as well. Changes and stuff coming within the ecosystem. The two things where I'm really putting my money to work are doing really, really well right now. And I'm excited about the future of my portfolio. From a grand scheme of things, hey, maybe we chop. Maybe the 4-year cycle is real. I believe it is. I believe it is because everybody else believes it is. And what everybody else believes it is, people plan around that as if the 4-year cycle is this schedule baked into our brains, right? You got even quant tools planning around it or making decisions around the 4-year cycle. You got hedge funds making decisions around the 4-year cycle. So even if the 4-year cycle isn't real, it's being implemented to the point to where it becomes this invisible schedule. So that alone points to me, and the cycles have been eerily close. On top of that, this is if Trump is going to give us a bullish market, the time is now. Right, midterms, the time is now. So this could be a tailwind, right? So if we just go here to the days, guys, you can see, man. These subnets are going absolutely ballistic. Please also study Bittensor. Do your research. When I'm bringing this stuff up, I'm not just talking to hear myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about too much stuff on my channel as of right now, besides Bittensor, ZBCN, and What If. That's like the only things. And then I go into like high speculation plays where I have 1% of my portfolio in. Maybe that's something like Aoki. Maybe that's something like Deuce. Maybe that's something like TIG, the innovation game. These are like high speculation utility plays. But for now, I'm focusing on the Bittensor ecosystem, programmable payroll and stable coins, and Robinhood chain. I think that's where most of my research has been concentrated. So yeah, I can go down this rabbit hole forever. That's how confident I am in Bittensor, DTAL, and the ecosystem. It's often like, where do you start, Millie? Turbo. Yeah, I've been seeing I've been seeing Turbo, bro. Like Turbo and some of the other and see, that's the beautiful thing about What If. What If is like different, bro. Like these are just like copy carbon. I'm gonna run it back. Okay, Turbo rent to 1 billion on whatever chain. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back Pepe 5 times. Like, man, I'm tired of that. We need something unique. We need something different. We need something that stands out. Like people just run. This is like traders running this back and forth. Like this is not like real. Nobody really cares about this. It's like when you see those Matt Fury memes again on Robin Chain, like they don't really care about Matt Fury anymore. Like he done already like he done already had his motion. His motion is gone. Most people look at him as a scammer anyway. So like all these carbon copy remix run it backs, yeah, they're good to make money short term. And yes, I do trade them, but I also dump the fuck out of these. I will dump these. I dump these on heads. I'm being honest with you. I'm dumping this type of shit. I'm not holding it long term. But that don't mean it can't run to a billion again. But for me, I feel like the OG is the one that has the lore. This is just like a run back. Run it back, Turbo. Run it back, Turbo. So for me, I'll make some money here and dump it. Just dump it. But that's me. You do what you do, and I do what I do. I'm dumping that, bro. Their memes are dominating the space for sure, for sure. But yeah, you know, everything in crypto is a hype cycle. And remember, we are in the environment in the era of hyper gamification. So everybody is in this state of survival. Like they wake up and it's like I gotta make money. I gotta make money. I gotta do what I do to make money. And when you look at the hourly wage and how that equals to the value that you're receiving, it don't even fucking make sense. I talk about this a lot to people. I be like, "Look, man, it don't matter if you make 15, 20, $25 an hour. Doesn't matter because when you go into any store, when you go into any gas station, you spend that instantaneously. Instantaneously. So I'm saying that to say this, because everybody's in this state of survival, in this state of I gotta make it. This is my chance to make it. I don't see a world where memes or community tokens slow down anytime soon. There's always going to be. That's like saying people just going to stop going to the gas station buying lotto tickets. We've been seeing this shit for years. For years, you probably got uncles, aunties still go to the gas station and buy these lotto tickets to this day and ain't win shit in 10 years. They still go because they believe that this is their chance. The same thing will happen with memes, but just in the form of the next era. So the younger people, instead of going into gas stations, they'll go into these hyper gamification markets, whether it be memes, communities, or prediction markets. Holding 40 million Turbo bought at the floor. Yeah, man, I think that thing dropped all the way back from 1 million to 100,000. I was watching it because, like I said, I've been in the Robinhood chain, a trench arena, and I've been trenching some coins, and I've been making some coins, and I've been uh, losing on some coins as well. So it is what it is. And I meant making on some coins, not making coins. I'm not interested in making any coins. I want to make that clear. What's up, Jax? Yeah, man. I was pulling up the bank truck, bro. I was pulling up the bank truck. I'll be doing some content in the future on how I'm making my towel compound. So I got a few ways that if you are interested, this content will be on the Patreon and exclusively for Patreon members first. But I got some ways that I've been compounding my towel. I've talked about different ways where you can mine, not being a content creator. There's other ways that you can one-click mine and kind of like earn. But there's also now applications and things being developed where you can lend and borrow against. So, but this stuff is still new. Use me as the gauge, whether you want to do it or not. So I'll be documenting my experience. But before I do that, I'm bringing the founder of this platform and on a podcast. So just be looking for it, right? So who's better than to hear it from the horse's mouth? That's how I view it. I've been buying Tal because I believe it will do well and enter the top 10 of crypto. Yeah, it's some really, really good things happening with Bitensor. I got a really, really good video coming for you guys explaining it. I want to go too deep on the live stream, so just be looking for that video. What if is about to die? 100 people are waiting to dump their 40K bags. Well, if that's how you feel, you know what I mean? That's how you feel. You think You think that the early investors are going to dump more? Well, hey, look, I talked about this, right? And again, I'll talk about it again since you wanted a little bit of attention there. I can tell by the comment that you gave that you want a little bit of attention. So let's give you some attention so you can feel whole. All right, let's give you some attention so you can feel whole. All right, so I'm not sure if you were here, but we just seen a token that's most likely going to go to $1 billion because it just got listed on Robinhood chain. Do something similar. So I'm pretty sure there was 1,000 people just like you saying Cash Cat is dead, Cash Cat is dead, Cash Cat is dead. And we already measured the time length of how long it was dead. It was dead for about 2 weeks. So if these two things can be true, right? And this token is extremely new, who's to say that it won't just chop for the next 2 weeks, shake out weak hands as early investors, distribute that supply into stronger hands. And if the community doesn't die, because what you just said was, hey, the token price will die or the market cap will die. Well, many thought the same for Cash Cat, but the community didn't die. And that alone, once Robin Chain started to heat up, not to add exchanges buying here while early investors was getting out, what happened? At that time, once the market started to feel a little bit more euphoria, we had another explosion in the next leg up for Cash Cat. Now, does that mean that's going to happen for What If? No, that doesn't mean that's going to happen for What If. But if you believe What If has a strong community, just as strong of a community or a stronger community than Cash Cat, then I think there's a chance. And again, what if this only trades sideways for 24 hours? Maybe it starts the next leg up, right? We're staring at what could possibly be a higher low. What if instead of, what was that, 12, 14, 16 days or something? What if trade sideways or trades lower for about 6 days and starts to go up? Because the time frame shortens. Who knows, man? But again, the last stream I talked about the 618 serving as support and resistance. And you can see here right now, it's resistance. So until we reclaim 18 million as support, I suspect we chop more, or there is a chance this will trade lower. Now, as far as like the other things was going on, like, you can watch other streamers for that. They probably a little bit closer with the chats and things like that. I'm personally not. But I do that on purpose, right? I kind of like just want to be a regular bag holder, bag worker, token holder. You know what I mean? That's it. Because I know I know how crypto is. And salute to those guys that's you know steward, leading the charge. Salute to that. I know how it is. I've been there. I've done that. So like I said, I salute to those guys. I give Archie, all those guys, nothing but credit. 69 people in here. What's up? What's up? Making it hold on. We gotta get to some of these comments. Really, what about Top Blast? Oh man, Top Blast, man. Top Blast, what about it? I ain't talking about that on the stream, bro. You might want to tell the team to holler at me, bro. We doing things differently, man. If you want the value, Millie, to talk about your token, you gotta holler at me. I'm not just about to talk about it, bro. Not on Robinhood chain, because I think people really, really watch what I say in the tokens that I cover on Robinhood chain. Yo, hey, yo, KG, what's up, bruh? Silver Star, appreciate it. I don't know what these stars and these gifts that you do on the channel, but I do appreciate it. I've seen you on the show, bro. You know what I mean? Thank you. I appreciate that, Ayo KG. I did get the dub. I did get the dub for the community. You know, I was thinking about that last time. I was like, man, I went on a game show. I let the community down. I had to come back. You know, I'm a very competitive person. So I'm coming out to get the dubs. You feel me? And it's all love to everybody. What if community is unstoppable? Yeah, I agree. It's good to see that those are the type of comments we need to see in the midst of the choppiness that we've seen. Spark. I have no clue what you mean. What if to a billion? What if, bro? What if? Making a killing with open robo subnet. Yeah, bro. So I do have a tool that I use in my Patreon that ping me on open robo. I don't know if you guys can see my luck here, my AI agent, but like he's been literally here doing like deep dives on subnet 80. Like he's my AI agent right now is just like doing a deep dive on subnet 80 as we speak. So he got some things working on me, doing extensive research on that, but I don't have a position on that, right? If you did get in early, I kind of like didn't know if I really wanted to get in because I'm a revenue guy and I know that's more of a research subnet. But people buy into teams, and a lot of people believe that's going to be a very successful team. And the robotics narrative, I think if you're buying now 2 years in advance, when physical robots are normal and nobody freaks out when they're just like walking around, you're probably going to be rich as fuck. And guess who's doing research and who's preparing for the robotics narrative now? Of course, me, Billy. So you're here. Appreciate that. The best community out there is 6,900. Grinding daily and holder count keeps going up. Supply ain't going down. I can go on a wild ride. Are you talking about the one on ETH? Yeah, the community is freaking delusional. Y'all got a delusional leader in Murad. You need a delusional leader. So like, that's good. Appreciate the 199, bro. Thank you. AOKG bought my coffee. I already bought coffee today, but thank you for buying my coffee, man. Appreciate that. Ah, man, yeah, streaming, right? 6-7. The FOMO for ZBCN. Okay, so I was waiting for somebody to bring it up. Guys, I did buy some more ZBCN. Now, I want to make it clear. I have not been buying that and staking that, right? I want to see ZBCN show some strength. I already have some ZBCN staked, but until it shows some strength, I won't be staking ZBCN. But I did buy some more. So, I felt like I wasn't going to be able to ultimately tie it at my FVG gap here. This is what I was talking about, this being a lower low. So this was, and I'm being very, very fair, but I'm also optimistic. This could be a dangerous DCA for me because this is the weekly chart. This is a lower low, and we're max bearish on the ultimate RSI. So right now, it made sense for me to do a light DCA with the anticipation that we could come down lower and retest this FVG, which would be a lower low and bearish. So that doesn't mean we can't start a next leg up. It just means we need to defend this FVG gap in this structure here. And we don't just need to defend the structure. We need to defend the support, the top of the structure. We don't need to go in here. We don't need to go in the buy zone because then it would be me catching a falling knife here. But so I'm anticipating that ZBCN finally picks up some strength, right? I feel kind of bad for the people that sold their ZBCN and then bought Canton and then Canton dumped. You got double dumped. Like if you sold your ZBCN at the lows and then bought Canton at the top and that shit just dumped, you just got a double dump. And I told y'all about the double dump. But people still did it anyway, huh? Absolutely insane. I like how you did that, good kids. You already know I support the what if community, and then you said, what if we top blast? Unk alert. Oh, man. What made me feel like an unk, bro? I'm sorry, I'm getting old. Uncle Alert. Oh Lord, what is going on? I have no clue what Uncle Alert means, but obviously I said something that triggered the Uncle Alert alarms. If yes, ZBCN. What do you think about Turbo and Pepe? Well, I already gave my opinion on Turbo and Pepe. For me, I would just trade those. Like I would look at like a 5x to 10x max and dump the shit out of it. Like that's what I would do because I feel like the OGs have more lore. And that's just like, oh, we gonna run it back, Turbo. We gonna run it back, Pepe. But that's not the real Pepe. That's not the real Turbo. So a lot of people is getting wrapped up into these tokens as if it's the real ones. Guys, those are not the real ones. So for me, they're short-term trades. They're make my money, dump the shit out of them, roll my profits into Tau, and call it a freaking day. That's what I do. Okay? I'm not even finna cap to y'all. So like, and I let my Patreon know if it's not non-convictional for me, I'm dumping the shit out of it. Straight doo-doo dumping. I ain't even gonna cap. It was good, Solstice. Yep, the double dump got a lot of me. The double dump. See, and I tried to warn people about double dumping. Look, guys, y'all shilling y'all meme coins. Tell the teams to holla at me. I'm going to soon. I'm gonna post my dummy Robinhood chain wallet. And if y'all want me to talk about these memes, just send me supply. Send me supply. Send me supply. Right? If it's a good meme, I'll hold on to it. If it's not a good meme, I'm double dumping it. Simple as that. So teams, y'all want my Robinhood chain meme? Y'all want me to make good videos for y'all? I will give y'all my wallet. Send me the supply. Right? Send me the supply. Let's do it. Let's rock. I knew Canton would double dump and I came in to clean it up. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, from that perspective, and actually let's go into the charts here. But from that perspective, nothing wrong with that at all. Right? You know, if you came in like the and swept the floors and mopped the floors at the lows, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, gang. Telling you ain't nothing wrong with that. Good. Whew, I had to bring the chart off because it was the chart was so bad. It made me turn it off. Hold on, let me bring it back. God dang, I didn't know it was looking like that. God dang. I got double dumped like that. Sheesh. Ooh. Now I know a lot of people here who sold ZBCN and bought Canton up here, right here. It's like, man, we going to the moon. And I was like, bro, it's a new coin. It didn't even have its 70% drop yet. And then look what happened. Experience is the best teacher. This is why Dr. Fletcher is so bullish on tacit knowledge. And this is what I'm saying. It don't matter. It don't matter, guys. When you've seen this so many times, it's like deja vu. I seen this so sugar honey iced tea so many times. Now, shout out to my boy Carlton because he came in and was like, yep, knew it was coming. I'm sweeping the floor, baby. Shout out to the legend Carlton because that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You play the contrarian bet. Everybody was like this, man, most likely it's going to do this. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. That's just how crypto work, man. If you haven't, like for me, playing the contrarian has been like the greatest thing for my strategy. And I often wonder why I read books and most of the books seem like they give off the contrarian vibe. But I get it now. Now, it doesn't always happen like this. Doesn't always happen like this. But sometimes it pays. Sometimes it pays to be bearish. Sometimes it pays to be skeptical. It's like you see something, you skeptical. I think Kant's made a good point about Katz about this. He's like, Katz would probably make a lot of money off shorting, right? Because he's good at spotting flaws. So once you spot that flaw, if you're really, really good at spotting that flaw, you can get paid off that flaw. Chili, chili, chili. Yeah, you can get paid off spotting flaws in crypto, and you can get paid really, really well. Boy, I'm telling you, when cons bring that short in to the subnets, boy, I feel bad for subnet owners that slip up and say they said they was going to do and don't do. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Don't set up Top Blast wallet familiar. Hey, send it. That's what Nine Hood did. Send it. We got 93 people in here. I'm hungry for some Canton. We got the Canton Bulls pulling up though. Defending the Canton. CC. Oh shit. Good morning. You on that grind early or late? Does Bull have any life left? Bull? Bull. Are you in my Patreon? You might be in my Patreon, man. Um, Bull. Okay, so yes, let me talk about Bull because I did talk about this in the Patreon maybe like 3 days ago. So talked about this in the Patreon, probably like at like $4 million market cap. All right, so lore behind Bill is basically is simple. This is the same team. Yeah, hopefully I'm talking about the same token you're talking about. I don't know. Anyway, this is the same team that created Miggles that went to a $148 million market cap on base. So that's pretty much the lore. Same CTO team. You can go check out graphics and all that and artwork. It all looks good, right? This is a very successful team. They took Miggles on base to $148 million market cap, and now they're running up a Robinhood chain meme called Bull. Bull also has some tied lore to actual Robinhood history. But again, guys, make sure you guys go do your research. This is extra super crispy high risk, okay? Extra soup. So I'm not saying buy this, right? I'm just only responding to the comment, right? So not saying buy this. Made it clear that I'm watching this, even in the Patreon. This is only on my watch list. But the Miggles team did take Miggles to a $148 million market cap. So it would be interesting to see what they could do on Robinhood chain. I think that's like the meta. If you did something crazy on another chain, now you're seeing a lot of the founders say, fuck it, we're moving to Robinhood chain. This is where the capital is. It's just like Solana. Let's see if we can run it back. Right? So it is what it is. Take that and whatever you can, whatever, right? So that's kind of like the lure and the thesis, but still, this is a meme. This is a community token. Anything could happen. So I can't really predict the future. Doom, doom, doom. What is Top Blast and what if Top Blast? What is going, bro? Bro, have them hit me on my DMs and X, and let's get it. Let's get the party started. Let's get the party started. Have them DM me on X, and let's get the party started. Some 90 some people and 13 likes for free alpha. Talk tough. Yeah, Warjon. I see you trenching, bro. How did you find out about Bullcoin on Robinhood chain? Would love to know. You pretty new, but you was on point. You looking in the right places. I got to give that to you for a person that claims to be new. Gold coin? Nah, AOKG. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. See, I don't know what that is. Gold coin. Gold coin AOKG, bro, with the light shield with no super chat. Gold coin on Solana? Gold coin on Solana? Are you talking about GLC? Not sure. Don't look like I want to bring this up either. We'll refrain from that because I have no clue what that is, sir. Robinhood chain. Oh, they changed the banner. That's what's up. The new banner is clean. I haven't looked at the X in a while. The new banner is clean, man. That's what I'm talking about. I always was wondering when they was going to change the banner. I heard they also got like some burn mechanics going on with What If, so you can actually like help with the token becoming deflationary. No, that's pretty dope. I like the X. I like the X. I like the X. I like what I'm seeing on the X, man. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. They gotta get some of Millie content on there, bro. How I'm be dropping the videos and tagging the What If guy, and that guy never share my content. I gotta shake my head to that right there. Come on, man. What y'all on, bro? I ain't see one Millie video on the page. Boy, I tell you. See, that's what I be talking about. That's what I be talking about, man. All right, let's just move on. See what type of comments we got here. Oh, that's a gift. Okay, I see you got a star next to your name now. Thank you for the gift. Pizza looking interesting on. Oh man, I got post traumatic stress from B&B. I got post traumatic stress from B&B. You messaged me on the Discord. Discord. All right, bet. I got post traumatic stress from B&B. I would never buy anything on B&B ever again, bro. I just got post traumatic stress from B&B. Top Blast. Is Top Blast the one with Is Top Blast the one with like the FOMO logo? Is that the right Top Blast? Is that the one with the FOMO logo? Wow. Let me see what my guys is. Let me hold on. Let me track some wallet. Let me see what my wallet tracker is saying about this. 1 second. I'm not pulling it up on the screen either. But 1 second. Top Blast. What was this created on? A Uniswap pool? Why does GMGN, is this the right one? Why does GMGN say it's unsafe? Why does it say it's unsafe? Why does y'all still got like a GMGN warning? Burnt. It doesn't even say that the thing is burnt. It must be the launch pad that y'all use. I don't know. I'm not pulling this up, but I'm just looking at it. Trying to see if I see anybody that I know that's holding it. I am a girl in the background. What is she talking about? Yo, you loud back there. Hey! Close the door. God damn. Y'all ass loud as hell. On the core. I can't pull that up on the screen until the warnings get removed. BNB isn't bad. I learned how much access I'm limited in the US when it comes to the real BNB exchange. No, I'm not saying it's bad. I just had a bad experience. You know, when you have a bad experience on something, you just kind of like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But hey, I'm pretty sure, if I'm able to reach the level of success I'm trying to reach with this whole like crypto journey, I'm pretty sure that the community is gonna run whatever it is back on BNB. I got a good feeling that anybody that know how crypto work, if my motion becomes the motion, then whatever happened in the past on BNB, probably somebody's gonna run that back. Somebody's gonna run that back. So could be interesting. Could be interesting. Damn, we got 100 people in here, bro. Like, what communities is in here right now? I can't name all the All right, I'm back. I don't know. Some internet just went down. That was weird. Next, like, what if to a billion? Yeah, we'll throw the what if chains back, chart back on there for you guys. What if to a billion? Silver Star, mic check. Don't hear you. Yeah, my internet went down. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, it went out, guys. It went out. It went out. I'm back now. I'm back now. I'm back now. All right, appreciate you. Yeah, let me mute that. You know, they call me Tab Man because I have all these damn tabs. But yeah, guys, I'm about to be on some Tony Stark sugar honey iced tea, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be trying to build out my own. I got some crazy content lined up for you guys. I got some crazy content. Nobody else is doing this experiment, and I'm gonna document my journey along the way. So if you are new to my channel and if you are into crypto and AI and memes and community coins, stick around. Stick around. Stick around. I'm going to be documenting my next journey in the crypto space. So you do not want to miss this content because you'll be able to use this content to maybe start your journey in crypto AI. It's kind of like a mesh between AI and crypto, the things that I'm going to be doing. So I'm very, very, very excited for that and to share it with you guys. All right. So I can't tell you, I can't talk about it a lot, but it's coming. And I haven't forgot like the whole, you know, call me, discuss the portfolio. I don't know. When I was building the thing out, it's talking about I need to, you know, no, I don't want to, never mind. I'll handle that. Never mind. Great weekend. It was the aliens tuning in. Maybe. I was watching the movie last night called Disclosure Day. That was a really, really good movie, man. Disclosure Day. That was a really, really good movie. I kind of like that movie. I like Disclosure Day. It was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. It was definitely not what I thought it was gonna be, but I like where they went with it. So it was pretty decent. Yeah, listen to Carlton. He's a legend. Hit the like button. Follow me on X, altcoin Millie. I'll put my X in the comment box for the people that do want to follow me on X. Not gonna comment, but yeah, man, I'm like, I ain't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm like an outcast of the community. I'm like a vigilante for the if community. Like I make content and shit. Like the main channel don't even share the content. But that just blew my mind, bro. I'm like, damn. Like I ain't see one video retweeted. That just blew my fucking mind. Like absolutely blew my mind. I'm forced to think like, damn, I'm not bullish enough. Like I guess my perspective is not bullish enough. That shit be blowing my mind, bruh. It's all good. Pretty good. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is. It is though. The 618 right now is resistance, so if it can get a back above that, it's gonna do a nice move to the upside. Just because sellers are exhausted, which is good, right? Sellers are exhausted, more people getting in, which is pretty bullish. Sellers are exhausted, more people getting in, pretty bullish. Thank you, Crypto Plumber. It's all good, bro. Nah, it's all good, bro. I got some more videos that I created, but I just ain't even drop them, bro. I got some shit that I created. I got them all on the back burner. I just ain't even drop them. I just ain't even drop them. Top Blast. Why are the cabal is literally buying Top Blast as I'm sitting here watching this. Look at the cabal. Like all of the wallets that like Top Blast. Wow, the cabal is starting to buy Top Blast literally as I'm watching this stream. What are y'all on? I'm seeing one of the wallets that I'm tracking just bought Top Blast, but he only bought $1.89. Man, he must be a Jeet. 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 Yeah, my wallet tracker stay going off, guys. Jeet. Yeah, definitely need to break 15, and that Will, who is manipulating price, needs to. Yeah, I noticed that, man. I noticed it was like this. It's like a few wallets that like to like trade on the 1 second. Like them guys is like trading on the 1 second. Like they're relentless with it. I'm like, gotta be market making or something like that. I think it's market making, right? But they like do trading it, bro. They like playing the goddamn video game the way they trade. They playing Call of Duty. Cracked out traders, bro, trading on the 1 second. What the freak? Cracked out traders trading on the 1 second. Appreciate you again, Crypto Plumber. Yeah, I gotta get the video. I gotta get 2 videos. I gotta get the Tau video out because this is a very, very important video about what's going on with the infrastructure and the protocol. But then I also gotta get out some videos on the the whole tire on my thesis, right? I think I want to like walk around in like a random place and just kind of like rant on my thesis. So I think that's something that I do maybe today or maybe tomorrow. I'm loving it. All right, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. Salute to the What If fam. Salute to the Tau fam. Salute to the ZBCN fam. And appreciate everybody in all the other communities that did join the live stream. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, keep your favorite crypto and dollar entrepreneur inside the algorithms. Check out the links like the Patreon for exclusive content. You can also follow me on X, continue the conversation there. To any of the Robinhood chain memes and teams, DM me there. Allow me to do my research and, possibly we can lock in. Anyway, I'ma holla at y'all boys. Enjoy your Sunday. Sunday is fun day. It's your boy Millie, and I'll see you in the next one.
What if I ape and moon by dawn? What if the foot just make us strong? Yeah. What if the dip with the ticket all along? Yeah. Diamond. What if? What if we early? What if they wrong? What if the chart just load in the spring? Pull back now, then boom, ka-ching. Everybody laugh till the candles sing. Now they all asking, bro, what's the link? Bought the fear, now the vibes on good machine. What if the joke funds everything? What if the nerds become the kings? That's how tomorrow usually begins. What if we delete that, code, elite that, conviction, keep that, run it back, repeat that. What if I ape and then moon by dawn? Hey, what if the foot just make us strong? Hey, what if the dip was a ticket all along? Yeah. Diamond hands on, I ain't gone. Yeah. What if? What if we early? What if they wrong? What if your wallet tell your whole story? Red for season, green in the glory. Everybody wants to end and nobody wanna live through chapter 40. Click, buy, check, script, sleep, wait, hey, hey. Whole time I